Why did the AWS administrator break up with the IAM role? Because it had star dot star, and she said she wanted someone that knew their boundaries. Hi, I'm Dwayne Lessner from Technical Marketing at Nutanix, and I want to showcase a new quality of life feature that we're introducing into the NC2 console. We now have the ability to customize a CloudFormation template based off of the features that you're going to be using in your environment. No longer do you have to give permissions to everything that may not be used. Let's dive in. While in the NC2 console, we're going to add an AWS cloud account. So with AWS selected, you will enter in your cloud account ID, and then you can select all the features. But here we're just going to select a bare minimum so we can take a look at when we deploy a cluster, how it looks like, and see what features are going to be disabled. But this is great, as any features that we're not using, we're going to prevent the roles that get created from having access to those features. So here we have a custom CloudFormation template that was generated. We've opened up our Nutanix console, so you'll have to have permissions or have it pre-logged in before you hit that open console button. And then you just hit acknowledge and hit the create stack. It'll go off and run the CloudFormation template for you. Once it's finished, we'll pop back into the NC2 console. We can see some of the IAM roles that are getting created for our NC2 environment. With it complete, we're back into the NC2 console. We're just verifying that it worked, and then we can hit next on the update. So it's added our account. We'll now be able to deploy an NC2 cluster. So we'll hit create cluster. Give the cluster a name. Pick the organization, our cloud account that we just added, and then the region where we want to deploy to. Our networking is set up in that availability zone, so we'll hit next. Then just regular deployment options. We're just going with Pro licensing. So we can see here that we don't have dedicated hosts permissions set up, so it's giving us a warning. And then EBS is also giving us a warning because we can configure EBS for additional storage on our nodes. And then Flow Virtual Networking has also not been selected, so we're not going to be able to deploy Flow Virtual Networking. So now if we go out of here and then reconfigure our cloud account, so we'll go into our cloud account, hit update. Now if we manage features and permissions, we can go off and check Flow Virtual Networking, EBS storage for additional tier of storage in our environment. And then once we're good with that, we just generate another CloudFormation template. Now, this CloudFormation template URL is going to be slightly different in your environment. I'm just using an early access environment for the demo. So here we will go to the stack that we originally ran the NC2 IAM permissions. We will update it. We'll simply copy and paste the URL that we copied from the NC2 console. We'll hit next. And then you can change the name here if you want. And then we'll just hit next. Acknowledge, next. And then we will create the change set. Once this update has been complete, we'll go back into the NC2 console, and we should see that our environment is able to access those features that we were once not allowing in our environment. So it's executing the CloudFormation template. Now, back in our environment. We'll do verify just one more time to be sure. Then we can hit next. So we see all of the features that we selected are now showing up within our NC2 console. So now when we go to deploy our NC2 cluster, we're going to be able to see all of those features. The EBS storage, the flow virtual networking are going to show up along with dedicated hosts. Hit next. No error on the dedicated host feature. Now, if we change it to something that has EBS volumes allowed, so the i4i has EBS storage, we're able to add it to our bare metal nodes. Flow virtual networking is working. So really easy to lock down the IAM permissions within our environment.
You saw it here, super easy. No more manual configurations after the fact. Anyone with the correct access can go into that NC2 console and configure fine-grained IAM permissions. We'll see you in the next video.